last time we saved our file as Ascaris inhibitor. So get right in, get into a Blender. On Blender, the last structure we saved it as Ascaris inhibitor. So we are going to import our file. Download Ascaris inhibitor. Okay, it takes a few seconds for it to load in. Once you have your structure, you can zoom in and out using the middle mouse button. Okay, once you have that one, the next thing, on your right hand side, click on that button, the rendering button. We have three types of rendering. Currently we are on Eevee, but we are changing it to cycles. Now on the device, since I'm using Windows, we're going to use GPU. Okay, once I'm done with that one, you can press on your keyboard Z, rendered mode, to check on the appearance of the structure while rendering. From our scene, there is some lights on it, but there is no any color. Okay, let's continue. Z, solid mode. Okay, we are going now to add a floor on our scene. To do that, press Shift, A, Mesh. Okay, on that plane, scale by pressing Z, S, S, scale it. Okay, once you've scaled it, you can zoom in by middle mouse button. Okay, next thing, get into your default cube, scale it. Okay, same, grab G by pressing G, Z, G, Y. You can move it on the Y axis or either GZ on the Z axis or even on X axis, pressing G, X, the X axis. Let me change it back to Y. I'm just going to move it slightly backwards. Okay, done. Check on your camera. Same G, Y. Move it backwards. Back. GZ. Perpendicular to the Z axis. Okay, the next thing, I'm going to move our default cube structure on top of the plane. To do that, press G, GZ. And we'll just move it slightly. Okay, perfect. Likewise, do it to the default cube. G, Z, your default cube, scale by pressing S on your keyboard. Done. Okay, once again, GZ, it a bit on top. Okay, done. Okay, press it Z to render mode. Let's see what is happening. Now from the scene, we can view now we have the shadows. Yeah, good scene is coming up. And we have the light sources. We've got two light sources. The one came with while we are importing our structure, the scene, and this one. This is the one. I'll press on it. Color. So the first thing that we need to do is to come on your on the bottom of your screen. Grab on that ribbon on top. move it on top. Okay, once you are done, on your left hand side, click on that button. Choose to shader mode editor. Shift middle mouse. Move it slightly at back. Shift middle mouse. Okay, shift middle mouse slightly. It is perfect. Okay. Now the next thing is to add color. Let's start with the structure. Click on new. Click on new. To zoom it a bit to make it visible. Change the base color. The base color, I'm going to make it green. Apart from that one, the sub color, fill it 100%. On the subsurface color, actually the subsurface color is like you are coating your object with a different layer of color. Okay, just as in the work of the painter. Okay, so since for the base color we made it green, but for now the base color will be bluish in color. Okay, turn it to be metallic. Roughness, let it be 100. Once I'm done at that point, now the next thing is the cut roughness. You can adjust it a bit. Now if you change it to Z rendered mode, let's see some changes that we made. Okay. Now the next thing, solid mode. We do it likewise to our default cube. Repeat the same process, but we are going to cut it with different color. Base color for the default cube, I'm making it to be red. Filling the subsurface, the surface color. Now on subsurface color, I'm going to give it a bit greenish, make it metallic. Roughness, fill the roughness. This one a bit. Okay, done with that part. Okay, on the floor, on your plane, same. Base color for the surface, I'm changing it to be pink in color. Change it to that one. Surface color, just going to change it to be pinkish in color. On the roughness, I'm not going to increase the roughness. It should be smooth a bit. Metallic. this part to adjust it, this as well as this one. Okay. Now we finished up with the adding colors on our scene. Okay, let's check on rendered mode how our scene is behaving, how is it interacting with our colors. Okay, to do that, press on the keyboard Z, rendered mode. Okay, on rendered mode, you can see the view is perfect. Our default cube is red, structure is green in color, and for surface, we've maintained it to be pinkish in color. Now, once you are done with this part, change it to solid mode again. Now the next thing, we are going to add light. To add light, as I mentioned earlier on, we have two types of lights here. The one which came with our while importing the object. So for the lamp, let's try to adjust it. We can change it by grabbing, press G on your keyboard, move it along the x-axis. You can move it along the x-axis, as well as to perpendicular to the y-axis, or even to z-axis, perpendicular to the z-axis. Okay, let's put it at that point. As well as you can rotate it, yeah, by pressing GR. You can rotate the direction of your light. Okay, having mentioned that, to make our scene more clear, more visible, we have going to do away with the lights that we are currently using here. We're going to delete it, to delete all of them, and to add our own lights. Okay, to do that, on your hierarchy part, right click, delete, and for this one, delete, delete. Okay, if we change it to rendered mode, there's no any light, the scene is dark, so it's now up to us to add our own light. To do that, adding light, to do that, whenever you add something in Blender, just have to shift A. On the drop down menu, we see there is a light option. We've got three types of light. You can either paint, sun, spot, or area. So depending on your favorite, which part you prefer, you can either use the sun or spot or the area. Okay, this round, let's try on, let's use the sun. Let's use the, whichever, the one that you is best fitted for you. But for my case, this time let's use the area. Okay, we've added the area. And here, what I can do here, if we change it to rendered mode, not that much visible, but to improve the visibility, we have the object data properties. Come to object data properties, click on it, change the power. We have to increase the power, make it to 1000. Let's see how it behaves. Okay, still, but coming. Okay, make it 10,000. It's 10,000. Okay, we can change, we can adjust the direction of our light.